All right, welcome back to another game of basketball here on the Clark and Addison Gaming Company channel. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator here at the Clark and Addison Gaming Company, and we are going to play out the second half of this game between the 1971-72 Bulls and Bucks. So Milwaukee is in the lead, 62-48 at halftime. I really don't remember who had the ball last, so we're just going to roll for the tip and we'll give it to the Bulls to start the second half. And we got our score sheet over here ready to go. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, an excellent game so far. He's only missed 3 shots. He's got probably 20 something points here in the first half. And Bob Love also up there with 15 to 20 points here in the first half. So we'll see how things go for the old Bulls. And we're going to make substitutions at 3 minutes. We got our charts over here, and let's get this one rocking. Hopefully about a half hour to finish, so you can hang in there. So for the Bulls, it's going to be, and this is the player decider, this is the defense die, and then this is our 2d6. So it's a 6, so it's our gamer's choice. We are going to have a foul. So a 6 is, let's just go with Chet Walker. We're going to have a foul. We have an 8, so that's a miss for Walker, but he's going to go to the line for 2. So he's a 10 on his free throws, and he makes both to start the second half. Cuts the lead to 12. Milwaukee coming out of the break. They have a 2. That's going to go to John McLaughlin. McLaughlin with a 9, so that's a miss, but we do have a 6. So let's see if Jerry Sloan affected that in some way. A 4 is less than his 6, so it does. That is going to be a steal for Jerry Sloan, and so it won't be a missed shot. That'll be a steal. And let's go ahead and run the fast break with Sloan. This will be the power forward with a 2-point jumper. So that's Bob Love on the break with a bucket. And we have 1 for Milwaukee and 1 for the fast break. So back to Milwaukee. The Bucks lead by 10, and that's going to be a 5. An 8 is a miss for Bob Standridge. A 5 is going to lead to a rebound battle between the point guards. So it'll be Bob Weiss and John McLaughlin. That's going to be a tie ball, so you can see each has a 6. So we'll jump it for the tie. Same 2 players. That's an 8 to a 7, and McLaughlin is going to get the ball on the jump ball. So we'll stay here on Milwaukee's end. That is going to cost a possession. So it's Dandridge again, and a 4. Doubles would have been a 3-pointer for playing with 3s, but we're not. So doubles is going to be, a 4 is going to be less than his 6. Nothing happening on the 4, so Dandridge with a 2-point basket puts Milwaukee back into a 12-point lead. Bob Love with the ball, and he is got a 2. A 3 is going to be up and in, so Bob Love with a 2-point basket helps the Bulls keep pace here. 5, that's going to go to Kareem, and an 8 is less than his 9, so Kareem with the hook shot puts it in for a bucket, and that's going to bring us down to 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Tom Boerwinkle is going to take the shot. An 11 is a miss on his shot, so we're going to go ahead and roll to see if that was some defensive play. 4 is less than 10, so Kareem with the block on the missed shot. So Boerwinkle gets a miss. The block is going to lead to a fast break. You know what? I didn't do that right. That was supposed to be a rebound battle. So sorry about that. So a missed shot. Rebound battle goes to the point guards. So 9 for Weiss, 5 for McLaughlin. And so that's going to be an offensive rebound for the Bulls. So we'll leave the possession as it is. And they get a second shot here. This is going to be Bob Love, who is going to be fouled. He misses the shot, so he doesn't get the 2+1, but he's going to go to the line for 2. He makes the first, and he makes the second. So Bob Love with 4 points here in the second half. And the Bulls back to within 10. That was a good sequence there for them with the offensive rebound. It'll be Oscar Robertson, and a 9 is going to be a miss. A miss with a 5 is going to be a rebound battle between Chet Walker and Bob Dandridge. So an 8 and an 11, and that'll be Dandridge with the offensive board. And we'll stay here with Milwaukee. Dandridge himself is going to go back up with the ball, and that's a 3. That's less than his offense. Plus a 1 is going to be a foul on the shot, and so that's going to be a chance for traditional 3-point play. He's a 9 on his free throw, so Bob Dandridge with 2 plus 1, and that's a good play for Milwaukee. It'll be Bob Love, and the roll is a 7. 7 is going to be good. 4 doesn't mean anything. So Bob Love with 2 more as he keeps the Bulls afloat here in the third quarter. Down to 9 minutes left in the third. And we have a 5. A 5 is going to be good. 2 is nothing. So that will be actually Dandridge with the bucket. Works both ways with Milwaukee or Chicago. I was just looking at the wrong team. And we have Tom Boerwinkle coming back down the floor. 9 is going to be a miss. A miss with a 4 is a rebound battle between the 4s. So it'll be Bob Love and John Block. So we got an 11 and an 11. That's another tie ball. So we jump it up, and that's going to be a 10 to an 8. And so it's going to stay here. We'll take a possession off. Boerwinkle had a miss. He has not been very good in this game, and the ball will stay here with the Bulls. It will be Bob Love. A 3 is going to be a bucket, and that's going to I think that's right. We'll call it right. All right, so possession goes over to Milwaukee. 73-58, Milwaukee over Chicago. In this divisional matchup, John Block with the ball. He's going to miss, but he gets fouled, so he's going to go to the line. He's a 9 on his free throws, so that's 1 good and 1 miss. So John Block makes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Chicago comes back the other way. Bob Weiss with the ball. A 7 is going to be a miss, and a 3 is nothing. So Weiss has not had a lot of luck in this game. He's got 4 points. And we're coming back the other way. It's McLaughlin. And we have a 5 here. 11 is going to be a miss with a rebound battle. And that's going to be between Oscar Robertson and Bob Weiss. That'll be an 8 to a 4. So Oscar Robertson with the offensive rebound. And we'll replay it here on the Bucks end. It'll be Dandridge with a shot. An 8 is going to be a miss, and a 4 is going to lead to a rebound battle between the big men, Boerwinkle and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We have a 15 to a 13, so Kareem on the Dandridge miss is going to keep it alive for the Bucks. And we're going to stay here on Milwaukee's end. Oscar Robertson with a shot. A 7 is going to be another miss, leads to another rebound battle. This time he's going to follow up his own shot, and let's see if he can get the offensive board. 9 to a 6, he does. And Milwaukee will not quit. Will not be denied. Oscar Robertson goes right back up with it. He's going to miss. it is another rebound battle between the bigs. A 12 to a 16, and amazingly, the ball just being kept alive here by the Bucks. I suppose that's the disadvantage of this particular mechanic, as this could happen. We're going to give it to Kareem. See if he can put it in. He's got a high offensive number, so he's going to make the bucket. A 3 is nothing. And Kareem finally puts this possession out of its misery. And we are headed back the other way as the Bulls deflated and defeated by 4 offensive rebounds. Bob Weiss, and he's got a 3. A 3 is going to be a bucket. 4 is nothing. So Bob Weiss with the jump shot. I don't know if I gave Milwaukee that last bucket or not. I can't remember. The big O, Oscar Robertson, he's going to get fouled. He misses, but he's going to get fouled on the play. So he goes to the line for 2. Makes 1, makes 2. And the lead is 18. Excuse me. The lead is 18. Bulls with the ball. Chet Walker going to take a shot. A 9 is going to be a miss. A 4 on a miss is a rebound battle between the point guards. We get an 8 to an 8, and that's going to be another jump ball. So we get an 8 to a 7, and Bob Weiss is going to win the tip. That'll be Chet Walker with the miss. And we stay here on the Bulls' end. Let's see if the Bulls can capitalize on the offensive rebound. Or, I guess it's not technically an offensive rebound, but it kind of counts the same way, right? So we have a 6. This will be Bob Love with an 8. That's a miss, but a 6 is an opportunity for the defense to do something. 10 is greater than John Block's 5. So that's just going to be a miss that leads to a fast break. So Bob Love with the miss, and off to the races go the Bucks. This will be the shooting guard John McLaughlin with a turnover. So killer there. So we get 1 for the Bulls. We get 1 for the fast break, and now we go back to Boston. So McLaughlin with the turnover on the fast break. The Bulls have the ball again. This is going to be a miss. A miss with a 3 is going to be nothing. So Boerwinkle has now missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shots in a row. There is a mechanic to just simply pass the ball, and if you, I want to say this is pre-shot clock era, but I'm not really sure about 1972. So I would just play with a shot clock. So on the third pass, if it's somebody you don't want, you either pass it and take a shot clock violation, or the guy takes a shot. So kind of forced into taking a shot. But you don't have to shoot the ball all the time with the first guy. Like here, this, but you could wait. You could just roll these 2, and then you wouldn't know exactly what's going to happen. I'm just sort of trying to be efficient here. Oscar Robertson with the miss, and a 2 on a miss is going to be a foul before the shot. So we're going to stay here and replay that. It'll go down to Kareem. Kareem with an 8 is less than his 9. So that's going to be buckets for Kareem. The lead is now 20, as the Bulls have had a hard time here in the second half. So we got Boerwinkle again. We're going to go ahead and pass the ball. I just don't want him to shoot the ball anymore. So 6, let's give Jerry Sloan an opportunity. A 5 and a 4 is going to be a make, and a 5 doesn't mean anything. So Jerry Sloan now with 5 points in the game. Chicago cuts the lead to 18. Back down to Kareem, and 8 is going to be good. 2 doesn't mean anything, and Kareem with the sky hook puts it in for 2. And just a devastating offensive player. Shot almost 57.4%. Averaged 35 and 17, almost 17 boards. Jerry Sloan again gets the opportunity. We have a 2, that's a possible make, but we have a 6. So let's see if there's defense here. McLaughlin has to roll a 1 to 3. He doesn't, so that's going to be a make by Jerry Sloan, who's put in 2 baskets in a row for the Bulls. So maybe they should be looking for him a little bit more. That's a quarter. McLaughlin, and a 6 is going to be greater than his offensive number. A 3 is a miss. McLaughlin also with 5 missed shots in a row, and the Bulls back down the floor. Bob Weiss, a 5 is going to be a miss. We have a 4, so that's going to be a rebound battle between the 3s. So Chet Walker and Dandridge. An 8 and a 6, so Dandridge with the defensive board wrestles it away from Chet Walker. Bob Weiss with the miss. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. We got Oscar Robertson. He is going to get fouled, but he does make the shot, so it's going to be an and 1. He's a 10 from his free throw shooting, and so he makes that one, rattles it in. So 2 plus 1 for Oscar Robertson, and I'm just going to leave the starters. Actually, let's bring in our Milwaukee backups. They're up by 21. So let's bring in I think we have all backups here. We can bring in a whole team. So let's just do that. We'll give the starters a nice long rest. We'll see if the backups can hold for a while. Let's give them some time. I'll let them play into the fourth quarter as well. We're going to leave the starters out there for the Bulls. They need all the help they can get, unless they have somebody worth bringing in. Norm Van Leer is a 5. Maybe we'll make that switch. Norm Van Leer, a little better offensive and defensive player, so we'll make that switch. All right. So Bulls basketball, it'll be Bob Love, and that's going to be a 9. 9 is a miss with a 5. It's a rebound battle between the big men, Curtis Perry and Tom Boerwinkle. We got a 13 and a 13, so a tie ball. And then we have a 14 to an 11, so it's going to be Boerwinkle who keeps it here. We do charge a possession because it's a jump ball. Bob Love is going to get the opportunity. A 7 is going to be a make. So Bob Love with a second chance there, puts it in. It's now was that 19-point lead. 6. Let's go ahead and give the ball to Lucius Allen. He's our best offensive threat. 6 is going to be a miss. That was a 5. So it's going to be a 6 with a miss with a 5. That's going to go another rebound battle. 11 to a 9. So that'll be an offensive board to Milwaukee as Lucius Allen with his first shot, and that's going to be a miss. We stay here, sorry. Curtis Perry gets the ball. A 6 is going to be greater than his offense, so that's going to be a miss. And on a 2, they say it was a foul before the shot. Another shot at it here. Wally Jones with a miss. 5 is a rebound battle between the 3s. So Chet Walker and Greg Smith. An 8 to a 9. Chet Walker wrestles it away, and Wally Jones is 0 for 2 in the game. The Bulls with the basketball. Bob Love. 6 is going to be a bucket with a 2. Doesn't mean anything. So Bob Love has been the big point man for the Bulls at this stage of the game. That was a 3. Greg Smith is going to get fouled. He misses a shot. He's an 8 on his free throws, so that's 1 make and 1 make. Greg Smith puts in his first 2 of the game. And the Bulls come back down the floor. It'll be Chet Walker with the ball. He's got a 3. That's going to be a make. And so Chet Walker with the bucket. 1:20 left in the third quarter. Bulls down by 17. Wally Jones with the ball. He's gonna make the bucket. A 4. Sorry about that, man. A 4 is equal to or less than his offensive value. He also rolls a 1, so that's going to be a free throw opportunity. And Wally Jones with the 2+1. 3-point play puts the lead back to 20 for Milwaukee. Norm Van Leer is going to take a shot at it. That's going to be a miss. We have a 6. So a 6 is to see if there's any kind of defensive play that happens. There is not, so that's going to be a miss that leads to a fast break. And the fast break will be a small forward with a layup and a foul. So that's going to be Greg Smith with a bucket. And he's going to go to the line for 1. He makes it. So another 3-point play for Milwaukee. And that gives us the last shot here for the Bulls. Last shot is going to go to Norm Van Leer. 7 is going to be a miss, and we'll just leave it at that. There's no need to do anything else. So you could roll to see if Wally Jones did anything. 4 is greater than his 3, so it just is a miss. And Norm Van Leer finishes out the quarter with a miss. Let's go on to the fourth quarter. It is currently 93-70. I think I've done all the points, but at the end of the game, we'll be able to track everything and make sure that our points come out correctly. At this point, it's not close, so I'm not going to go ahead and figure out all the points or anything. Leave the backups out there for Milwaukee to start the fourth quarter. If they start to slip, then we will we'll bring in the starters again. But at this point, they've actually extended the lead. So we got Tom Kimball. He's going to have a miss. A miss leads to a rebound battle. And let's just stop rolling 6s. All right, between the 4s, Bob Love and Toby Kendall. That's an 11 to a 7. So Bob Love with a board. As Toby Kimball followed up his shot, but he couldn't get the ball away from Bob Love. Chance for the Bulls to cut into the lead. Let's give it to Chet Walker. This is going to be a 6. A 6 is up and in, but there's a chance for Toby Kimball to make a defensive play. 1-4, he stops the shot, and he does not. So that's going to be Chet Walker with another bucket. As the lead is now 21. Greg Smith, a 10 is going to be a miss. A 3 doesn't mean anything. So Greg Smith with his first miss of the game. 11:15 left in the game. 21 is the lead, and the Bulls trying to get back into this one. A 6 is going to be another bucket, and that will be for Bob Love. Love matching Kareem, just about point for point in this one. Wally Jones is going to get the ball. We got a 2. We have a miss, and that'll be a foul before the shot. So we'll replay that. Greg Smith, a 6 is going to be a miss. We have a rebound battle between the 2s. So Jerry Sloan and Lucius Allen. That's a 12 to a 9. So Greg Smith with the miss. And Jerry Sloan pulls down the board. Bulls coming back the other way. Let's give it to Jerry Sloan. A 10 is going to be a miss. We have a 3, and a 3 is just going to be a miss. with nothing attached to it. 6, let's go down to, let's go back to Lucius Allen. 11 is going to be a miss, but he does get fouled. So Lucius Allen to the line for 2, makes the first, and he makes the second. I'm inclined to give the ball to the better offensive player whenever I have a 6, just because the roll, you have more grace on the roll, you know. So a 1 to 5 is the best opportunity to score. Bob Love with the bucket and the foul, and he goes to the line for 1, and he misses. So Bob Love with 2, but he misses the free throw. And coming back the other way are the Bucks. The Bucks are going to miss the shot. A 5 leads to a defensive rebound, or a rebound battle between Sloan and Allen. We have an 11 to a 9, so that's going to be Jerry Sloan with the rebound. 9:20 left in the game. The Bulls now within 19. They've cut the lead just a little bit. Tom Boerwinkle, a 6 is going to be a miss. Leads to a rebound battle between Bob Love and Toby Kimball. An 8 to a 5. That'll be an offensive board for Bob Love. Tom Boerwinkle with yet another miss. We'll stay here. They get it out to Norm Van Leer. Van Leer, he's got a bucket, but let's see if Wally Jones provides any resistance on the defense. It's a contested shot. 1 to 3, it'll be a miss, and it's not, as Norm Van Leer takes it to the rack for 2. Cuts the lead now to 17. Bob Love, sorry, not Bob Love, Toby Kimball, he's going to miss, and that's going to lead to a defensive board. This will be between the 3s, so Chet Walker and Greg Smith, an 8 and an 11. So it's Greg Smith with the offensive rebound, Toby Kimball with the miss, and we'll stay here with the ball on the Bucks end. Curtis Perry, he puts it up and in, as he has a 3, and it is a 3. So Curtis Perry with his first 2 of the game puts the lead back to 19. Tom Boerwinkle, we're going to go ahead and pass on that. I don't want Boerwinkle shooting anymore. I don't think Clifford Ray is any better. He's a 4 and plays worse defense. So they pass the ball. They get it to Chet Walker. That's a good move because he puts it up and in. And Chet Walker with another bucket. 8.5 minutes left. Bulls cut the lead to 17. Let's go ahead and give it to Lucius Allen again. A 4 is going to be a make, possibly. We'll see if Jerry Sloan has anything to do with it. He's a 1 to 6, so pretty good defender. It is an 11, though, and Lucius Allen with the tough jumper over Jerry Sloan gets Milwaukee within 1 of the century mark. Jerry Sloan, speaking of, he is going to get fouled, and he won't make the shot, but he goes to the line for 2. He makes the first, and he misses the second. So draws Chicago within 18, and it's going to be Milwaukee ball. Greg Smith with the miss. A 4 is going to lead to a rebound battle between the 4s. Bob Love and Toby Kimball. That's an 8 to a 10. So that will be an offensive rebound for the Bucks. We'll stay here as Toby Kimball wins the rebound battle. He gets the ball. He's going to go right back up with it with a shot. He misses. That's going to be another battle, this time between Van Leer and Wally Jones. We have a 7 and a 6, and Van Leer wrestles it away. So Kimball with a miss on the putback. 7:40 left in the game, and the Bulls have the basketball. Van Leer brings it down the floor. He's just going to take the shot himself. That's going to be a miss with a rebound battle between Sloan and Lucius Smith. Sloan with a 12, Smith with a 7, and we are going to have an offensive rebound. for the Bulls. So Sloan with the ball, he goes right back up with it, he misses. And another rebound battle between Love and Kimball. A 7 to an 8, and Toby Kimball comes down with the ball against the against Bob Love. Kimball, another shot at it. He's going to miss. Rebound battle is between Walker and Smith. An 11 to a 7. So Chet Walker with the board. Neither team shooting particularly well here in the fourth, although we have all backups for Milwaukee. 5 is going to go to Boerwinkle. We are going to pass on that. Explicit directions from the bench for Boerwinkle not to miss, or not to shoot. If he shoots, he will be fired. So this will be Norm Van Leer with the miss. We got a rebound battle between, we will call it the big men here. He has the highest defense. So rebound battle between Boerwinkle and Perry. We have a 13 to a 9, so that's an offensive board to Boerwinkle. Proves his mettle, keeping him out on the floor. It'll be Van Leer taking another shot. 8 is going to be another miss. This time the rebound battle is Walker and Smith. An 8 to a 7, and Chet Walker with the offensive board. Van Leer is about to get the same treatment. Stop shooting. So this is Chet Walker. Chet Walker with an 8 and a 2. That's going to be a foul before the shot. Boerwinkle, nope. Chet Walker, they get the ball to him. 6 is going to be good, and 1. And so Chet Walker goes up with it. He's going to have a 2+1. And that takes us to the 6.5 minute mark of the game. 5 will be to Curtis Perry. Perry with a 7 is a miss. 3 is going to be nothing. So the Bulls come back the other way. 6:20 left in the game. Norm Van Leer, he has got the stop sign put up. 6, we're going to give it to Bob Love. He has been hot the whole game, but he misses this one. But there's a foul before the shot, so we'll replay that. It's a set play. They get it into Chet Walker. He misses, but he gets fouled. He's going to miss one and make one. So 85-99. The lead is 14 as the Bulls have kind of cut into this one. Toby Kimball with a shot. That's going to be a miss. We have 6 minutes left. And we'll see if we need to bring in some of the starters. A 6, we're going to go back to Bob Love. A 6 is going to be a bucket with an opportunity for Toby Kimball to make a play. A 1 to 4, he'll stop this shot. It's 7, so he won't. And Bob Love with another 2. As the Bulls all of a sudden are at 87-99, and we have a timeout by the Bucks, and we're going to get the offensive starters back into the game. Backups had their shot. They played a good long while, but they have they've given up the lead here for the most part. The lead's now 12. And so we're going to put the starters back in for Milwaukee, and it'll be Bucks basketball. A 4 is John Block, and 6, sorry, that was a 6, greater than his offensive number. So that's going to be a miss, and coming back the other way are the Bulls, Boerwinkle. Everybody in the gym says, no! Norm Van Leer, everybody in the gym says, no! And then now everybody breathes a sigh of relief because it's Jerry Sloan. We got a 5, that's going to be a bucket plus 1. And he puts it up and in. So Jerry Sloan with a 3-point play. And all of a sudden, we have a ball game with 5 minutes left. as Milwaukee leads by 9. And let's see if they can grab the momentum back. They get it to Kareem, and Abdul-Jabbar goes to the rim. He puts it up and in for 1, and he makes the free throw. So super clutch for the MVP. And Boerwinkle with a chance. He's going to pass. Let's get it over to Chet Walker. We have a 6. 6 is a potential make. It's Bob Dandridge, though, who is a 6 defender, and he rolls a 9. So Chet Walker with a contested bucket helps the Bulls keep pace here in the fourth quarter. We have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. It's Oscar Robertson with the ball in crunch time. A 7 is going to be a miss. A 4 is going to be a rebound battle. And that's between Chet Walker and John Block, both equal rebounders. So a 7 to a 6 is going to be an offensive board for Milwaukee. We'll stay here. 6, let's go ahead and get it to Kareem. A 7 is going to be a make, and a 4 doesn't mean anything. So 4 minutes left, and Milwaukee with a 12-point lead. Let's get it to Jerry Sloan. Sloan, an 8 is a miss, and a rebound battle here between the big men, Boerwinkle and Kareem. So we got a 14 to a 12, and Kareem is going to rip that rebound away. Good positioning by the Milwaukee center. In the set play, it's going to be John Block. A 6 is a miss, and a 4 is another rebound battle between the 4s. So it'll be Love and Block, as we have a 7 to an 11. So John Block gets the offensive rebound. It's going to be swung around to Oscar Robertson. Robertson with the bucket. And good job by John Block to keep the possession alive there for Milwaukee. The lead is now 14. So we have a 4 for Bob Love. That'll be a bucket plus 1 as he goes to the line and makes the free throw. Three minutes left in the game, and we have an 11-point lead for Milwaukee. Robertson again. A 5 is going to be a bucket, and a 5 on that is no defensive change or play. So we'll lead back to 13. Norm Van Leer has the stop sign. It'll be Chet Walker. So 5 is going to be a bucket. A 4 is nothing. So Chet Walker gets to the rim, lays it up and in. 2.5 minutes left in the fourth. 11-point lead for Milwaukee. They keep giving it to the Hall of Famer, Oscar Robertson. He puts it up and in. And that is 2 more points for the Big O. Let's get it to Bob Love. Why not? 9 is going to be a miss, but he does get fouled. So he goes to the line for 1, for 2. And Bob Love has run out of space. So he's taken 24 shots. Kareem almost out of space too. John Block here. That's going to be a miss. A 3 is going to be nothing on the miss. So John Block off the mark. We got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. We have a 3. That's going to be Chet Walker. A 5 is going to be a bucket. And a 5 doesn't mean anything. So Chet Walker with 2 more. As the Bulls now within 9. And probably too little too late as Kareem takes the shot. A 9 is going to be a bucket and 1 as he gets down to the rim. And that will be a 3-point play. That's a backbreaker for the Bulls, who were trying to get back into this one. But the Hall of Famers, Robertson and Abdul-Jabbar, have denied the Bulls the win here. This will be Boerwinkle making the pass. And let's get it to Chet Walker. A 5 is going to be a bucket for Chet Walker. 40 seconds left, 1 possession for each team. And a 2 will go to McLaughlin. He's going to get fouled. He makes the shot and goes to the line for 1. So 3-point play for McLaughlin, who attacks the rim and gets to the bucket. Last chance saloon for the Bulls. Let's give it to Jerry Sloan. 10 is going to be a miss. 4 is a rebound battle. That's the last shot of the game. So at the buzzer, Sloan misses. And that is tentatively where it's going to end up. So 116-103, Milwaukee in a tight one that was a blowout for a while. But obviously the Bulls starters are better than the Milwaukee's backups, but Milwaukee's starters are much better than the Bulls starters. So that's kind of where we stand with all this. So let me put you on hold for a second and I will come back with the final totals. All right, and we are back with the final. It is 114-103. So I had it right for Chicago, gave Milwaukee a little bit extra. And high scorers for Chicago, Bob Love with 40 points, Chet Walker with 36, and Jerry Sloan with 11. Sloan a little bit off of his pace, but certainly Chet Walker and Bob Love, they're the top contributors on the team. Norm Van Leer with 6 points. Bob Weiss with 6 points as well, so they get 12 points out of their point guard position. For Oscar Robertson, it's 28 points for Robertson, 7 for McLaughlin. Dandridge with 17, which is right at his average, just a little tick below. John Block with 4 points, a little bit under for him too. And it's worth noting Boerwinkle only had 1 point. You can see all the misses here. It's every single shot, and some of that is because he's playing against Kareem. He just has a really low number at a 4. And speaking of Kareem, 42 points. You can see he only missed 3 shots. So very efficient. Tom Kimball with 2, Perry with 2, Wally Jones 3, Lucius Allen 4, and Greg Smith with 5 points off the bench. Of course, the bench had quite a bit of time to be able to play in this one. So still don't have a name for this game yet. Not quite sure what it'll be, but I am pretty close to putting these seasons out there. Again, I'll have 71-72, which is what you're looking at here, 2007-2008, and also 1985-86. So that'll be a few seasons to choose from. I will definitely release them for free first at the Clark and Addison Facebook group. So if you're on Facebook, you can go to groups and look up Clark and Addison Gaming Company and find the group, answer a few questions. They're just basic questions about what you like to play, and then make sure that you agree to the group rules, and I'll let you in. It's a private group, so there's no spamming or any crazy stuff going on in there. I just want to keep it about talking about tabletop games. You'll get lots of information. Not only will you be able to get the files for this game, but you'll get lots of information about all of my games. I just posted the other day, I was on the road for a couple days, and so I played Kansas City, the Royals at the Braves. It was at the very end of last year, so 2024 season, using the On-Base Pocket Edition. So I had it, just threw it in my bag, printed off a pre-printed score sheet and put that in my bag. And then, I had a couple of hours. I didn't have a couple of hours. I had an hour one night after all the meetings and stuff. And so just kind of decompressing from the day. Played a little bit of on-base baseball, just rolled it with the online dice roller. Super convenient and easy. I didn't need to take any dice with me, although you could certainly do that. Throw those in your bag too. That game is played with 2d6 dice, and you can use a d10, or the dice roller uses a d9. Technically, the game is based off of a d9, but you could use a d10 and just re-roll on a 10. or 0, whatever you do for tens. And then just keep score with that everything is on the cards. Everything you need for the game engine is on the cards. The players' values are on the cards. So super duper portable. It's the size of a tarot card deck, and I just throw it in my backpack and I have it around. I always have a notebook that I can use if I don't have a pre-printed score sheet. So super easy to use that game. We have 1980, 1972 will be available soon. We have 1980, 1986, 1991, 2024. I believe those are the ones that are available right now. And I'll put that link down in the description. You can go straight over to the Clark and Addison page. I use the Game Crafter, so I'll send you to the company page, and then you can sort of use that page to get off to all the different seasons that are available for that. But it's really high quality cards. I'm always impressed by the box and the cards every time it comes. And they got special coating, so they should last a long time. And definitely that's been a big hit. One of the high points from 2024 has been creating the Pocket Edition, finally getting that out. I've wanted to do that for a couple of years now. And so finally finding the right company to do the printing, and also just getting a process down to create the seasons. So I'll continue to do that as well. And like I said, I'll release this game, Top of the Key. If you're a part of the Facebook group, you'll find that in the section as well. Top of the Key is a little bit more detailed basketball game based on being able to choose different plays. So you want to run the pick and roll, you want to run a 3-point offense, or whatever it is. So you can actually kind of craft the offense to match whatever players you have on your team. And then again, it's a more precise game based off of a 1-to-100 system. This one is a little less precise, based off of a 2-to-12 system, but it does play significantly faster than Top of the Key. Although Top of the Key is not going to take you forever, maybe 2 hours to play. But it's much more in depth, a different style of basketball game. This one is a little bit more quick playing and kind of gives you the feel of basketball. Top of the Key has a lot more elements to it and a lot more detail. So you can try those out. And I've been asked a couple times, does this game mean the end of Top of the Key? I don't think so. They're two different games. They're both, I think, going to be pretty easy to produce because it's based off of a single game engine set of charts. And then basically all you have to do is run the numbers and create the cards. So I don't think it's going to be the end of that. This game will be easy to produce seasons, and I believe that Top of the Key is actually not going to be super difficult to produce those seasons as well. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click on subscribe. We are at over 300 subscribers at this point, so big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. And if you like the video, at the very least, just click that thumbs up. That's a super easy way to support what we're doing here. If you thought it was a good presentation, just give it a thumbs up. If you like the game, give it a thumbs up. Would love to know your thoughts on this game. If you have any, you can leave it in the comments section below. And if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get more than just basketball. I have multiple baseball games that I'll be kicking into higher gear now that we're we're all but one game past football season. So I'll finish up the 1984 season with Play Action Football. I plan to finish up the 2024 season Precision Baseball and just get that out before spring training if possible. Hopefully before pitchers and catchers report, but I'm running out of time on that. Just a couple weeks now until pitchers and catchers report to training camp. So really excited for the baseball season coming up. It's always, winters feels like it's starting to break a little bit here in Chicago. I see the geese coming back. That's always one of the signs, that spring is on its way. And so yeah. So baseball's around the corner. I'll continue to work on that 2024 season. I don't think it's going to take too much longer. I'm through the bulk of the the data manipulation and things like that. So just got to make sure I have all the managers and sort of the things that are 2024 specific, the errors and stuff like that, that they are correct. And otherwise, that game is, it's about 75%, 70% of that game is done, even when I start the season. So by the time I just import the stats, probably 75% of that game is finished. So I just got to go through and double check everything and make sure everything is okay. So I'm getting better at creating my formulas so that I just basically import data and then it spits out everything I need on the other side. There are a few things that I have to do, but not too difficult for the most part. But again, only goes back to 2003. That'll be the latest, earliest, however you want to see that. The oldest season that I can do because of the stats that are involved in that game. But it's super duper fun, very detailed, but very playable. And I don't know, I've heard a lot of people say this feels like baseball. It's very playable, but it feels like I'm watching and participating with a game. So if you're interested in that, we have 2003 and 2023 at this point that are available. And so you can go to clarkandaddisongaming.com, check out all of our games. Got a lot of them actually, and a lot of seasons that are available. There's another basketball game, so this would be like 3 basketball games for me. Up-tempo basketball, which I have multiple seasons for as well. And just, there's a lot that's going on there. So a lot of things to choose from. I don't charge $1 million for games. They're all going to be PDF on the website. So the only printed games that we have are from the Game Crafter. So everything else is going to be PDF, immediately delivered. You pay, you get the download right then and there, print it out, you're playing in 10 minutes. So it's not super difficult to figure out most of my games, and most of them have videos here on the channel. If you have any questions about any of the games, you can always email me at clarkandaddisongaming@gmail.com and be happy to get back to you. You can also use the contact form at clarkandaddisongaming.com, and that comes to me as well. Usually I'm really responsive, unless I'm out of town or doing something. I'm pretty responsive to Facebook, YouTube, email, whatever you want to use. Definitely responsive in those areas. So reach out to me, let me know what your questions are, let me know what you think about the games. I always love to hear from people. And if you buy a game, leave a review. The reviews help other people who are buying games on the website. Those reviews get posted and published, whether they're good or bad. 99% are really good, and we've only had a few kind of mediocre or bad reviews for most of the games. So that really helps other customers just to know like what's going on, to share your experience of the game, of the delivery of the files, any part of it, your interactions with me, whatever it is. All of those are totally legit to leave on the games themselves. And so you'll get a follow-up email after you make a purchase asking you to leave a review. So if you want to leave a review, that certainly is very helpful for everybody. And big thanks to everyone who does leave reviews and comments and talks on the Facebook page and shares the games. That just helps the whole thing to grow. So really appreciative of that. All right, I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.